Hi Geminis, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading for the weeks of May the 15th through the 31st, 2017. I have already shuffled and cut the cards, so let's go ahead and begin here. And also I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you guys please continue to do so. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you guys. I don't know if YouTube, hopefully it doesn't like overdo it, but I do want to make sure that you guys are getting the notifications for when the videos are uploaded. Okie doke. Oh, and remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. Hopefully most of you are able to connect with what is being translated here for you. Okay, so starting off, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Wheel, Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords, and Two of Cups. Okay, so this is the third reading where the wheel has come up. So I guess like once the sun transits into the sign of Gemini, there's going to be some major changes, major happenings going on. I feel like the heart of the situation, there may have been some deception in your relationship. Someone may have not been 100% honest, or they're like leaving out information or left out some sort of information. But there was some sort of dishonesty. I feel like many of you, as far as your finances and your health, you're feeling really comfortable where you are. But there's something that could be hiding. So if you're in a relationship, I don't know if you are keeping like a separate bank account, or suddenly you feel like you need to do that. Or you're hiding something about your physical health. I feel like someone may have told you a secret and you want to share it, but you can't. And maybe you only told a little bit, but out of loyalty, you're holding on to the rest. This can go the other way around. You told somebody a secret, told them not to tell. They did tell a little bit, but they didn't tell the full story. They're trying to withhold your privacy or respect your privacy, but they had to tell somebody. They had to tell, or at least a little bit about what was happening or going on. There's some sort of window of opportunity coming too for some sort of change. Changes with how you are dealing with your partner, or even a possible move. There's some sort of disconnect. There's some sort of disconnect with either you and your partner, or with how you're presenting yourself to others. Maybe you're presenting yourself as being single, but you're not. Maybe you're actually involved with someone. And there's also this sense of coldness, or being emotionally unavailable for some reason. And just maybe to protect. I feel like I feel like the truth is not fully coming out because you're trying to protect something or someone. I do feel like positive changes are coming. All right, now with the Page of Swords here, you could be dealing with another air sign such as yourself, Gemini or Libra or an Aquarius. And yeah, I feel like somebody's not telling a whole truth. They're only discussing a small portion of it. And it may have to do with the finances. Now, for some of you too, also this person can be younger. You could be dealing with someone who is younger than you, or it could be like a big age gap. I feel like there is some sort of verbal immaturity happening as well. Someone speaking out of context. Someone saying something about family members. I don't know if someone is talking about someone behind their back. Maybe some sort of gossip. Also, I'm feeling that some of you may be involved with someone who could already be in an established relationship. You're very aware of it. You're very aware that this person is involved. I'm also feeling like there are some insecurities happening, and there's some things happening in your family. You guys, give me a minute here. I'm trying to see what this is because I'm feeling like things like broken pieces of information are coming to me, and so that's why I'm kind of delivering it kind of like broken up. And I feel like that has to do with this Seven of Swords and also this Page of Swords. It's like little bits and pieces. I feel like too, you might be onto something. You're finding out little by little about someone or their family or their lifestyle. I feel like clues are being left behind. Someone may have been messy and left out a piece of information, and now you're investigating things on your own. There is also a level of spying coming from either you or the person you're dealing with, or this person who is possibly interested in you. For those of you that are single, yes, there is a possibility that someone has been gathering information about you, trying to find out who you are. So in a sense, it's not so much a negative. It's not so negative. It's just more so they don't want you to know that they are, you know, learning about you, because it's embarrassing. Like, what if they don't like me, you know, or I'll look really creepy, like a creeper or whatever, if they found out that I was checking out their social media behind their back, or peeking at them behind the cubicles, you know, just something like that happening. I do feel that there is a relationship on the horizon, but I don't like it next to this Five of Swords here. It's making me feel that for a small group of you, there is some sort of deception with this relationship. So it's almost like there's like a third party involvement, or you're doing something out of spite. Again, I apologize for that it's coming off so broken for me. I feel like maybe a lot of you are in some sort of complicated puzzle type situation. Your situation is like a maze or conflicting things. It's like you can't just say straight out what's happening because you're like, well, let me explain. Well, you know, the reason for that is because I can't just let me explain. I'm feeling like there's a lot of let me explain happening in your life right now. It's complicated. It's complicated. I'm seeing doubts and insecurities from someone. Really from within yourself, I should say. You might be having, some of you might be having commitment issues or dealing with someone that's having commitment issues. You definitely have an enemy. I see an enemy around you. Someone who's not really your friend. Like you guys might have some instigators or people that are against your relationship, people who don't agree with your relationship for whatever reason. It's not making sense to them. I feel like some of you have lost friends due to this relationship, but you guys are like, I don't care because it's meant for us to be. This feels like destiny. It was destined that we came together. Had you not come into the workplace that day, had you not gone to lunch at this place that day, had I not ran into your friend, had your friend not introduced me, there's something that you guys feel. So those of you that are in this relationship, there are some people that are totally against it for whatever reasons. They're just not into it. But you guys feel like, you know, that's their problem because we feel like we're destined to be. I do feel like you are having some sort of doubts and insecurities. You're feeling like you need to defend yourself because you've had problems in the past, maybe problems with the friends or the family. You're like, I know they're going to get ready to start something any day now. So you're prepared. You're very cautious of what you share with other people because they're going to judge you. You're like, I know they're going to judge me. I know they're going to have something negative to say if I tell them about this or if I tell them about that part. They're not going to like it. So you're having to cover up parts of your relationship. You're not really being open or sharing everything that's taking place in your relationship in order to protect it. If you're single, it's just a lot. It's even more complicated. It's some other stuff going on. It's like you're single but not really. You're single but you're attached to someone. I mean, a single, but only because they can't claim you because they're already involved with someone. So technically you're not single, but you are a third party or an outsider. People think you're single. I think too is like people's perception of you is getting crossed with how you perceive yourself and your situation. I just want to say it's overall broken energy this week. The energy is just kind of broken up and scattered. Going into next week, I feel that there may be some disappointment. Like you're walking away from a situation. You're like, this isn't right, or this isn't for me, or this isn't what I wanted. and you're abandoning ship. You're letting it go. And for some of you, this is happening to you. Somebody also may be running into the arms of a water sign. Someone could be lured away. I feel like this person is like, you're feeling some sort of connection to this person. You guys are connecting emotionally. You guys are both in need of some sort of emotional support that you aren't receiving. So this person is, you're drawn to this person, very attracted to this person. They may be older than you. They come off wiser. But yeah, I feel like you've been broken. You feel like you've been broken. And it's time to move on. Like, even though you don't really want to move forward, it's like a sad, you're saying like, this is a sad time. This is a sad day. I don't really want to do this because I still love this person. I still love what we had. I still love our communication, but it's not right, or it's not what I want, or it's still a lack. There's a void. I feel like you're going to be discussing things with someone about some unfinished business, an unfinished project. I'm also seeing a secret meeting taking place. There is some sort of secret gathering, some sort of for those of you in college, I almost want to say you're pledging. You're gonna have to do a lot of secret things. I want to say like a secret society, secret brotherhood. For some of you, I feel like you're involved in something that is secret or looked upon as forbidden. Some of you may work in some sort of environment that, like an institution, where there's a lot of people who are, I don't want to say possessed, but I am kind of picking that up. Okay, before I go into talking about literal like church, what do you call it? Well, religious stuff, from a religious perspective. From a health perspective, I feel like some of you, I don't know if you are working in like an asylum, or you have to visit someone in an asylum, or you have to make plans, or you feel like this place is an entrapment. It could be a nursing home. And I feel like you're losing someone that you really cared about by the end of the week. I feel like you're just heartbroken. Some of you may be, okay, somebody's going to rehab. Somebody needs to go to rehab. Somebody's addictions have become overwhelming. And they have to go to rehab. They need help now. And it is something that's heartbreaking about this situation though. There is the possibility that someone has OD'd. There's a sense of suffering. Also, as far as health, I feel like a heart attack. And I'm sorry, you guys, if this is coming off a little negative. What you call negative, I'm just speaking what I'm feeling or picking up. And it does too, this doesn't mean that this is the person that you're involved in or interested in, but these energies are happening either in your life or their life that I'm picking up on. And the reason why it comes out is just for confirmation, so that when you do come across this person, or when you do have this conversation, you'll understand. It's like, oh, okay, this is who she was talking about. This is that situation she was talking about, okay? Now, from a religious point of view, I do feel like there is the talk of being possessed or under spirits. And I mean, you know what, if someone is so far gone in their life, I mean, that really is like a possession. Like anybody who has a codependency, that is really like a spirit possession, if you want to look at it that way, you know. But I feel like there are some dark secrets in a society or institution that you belong to, or a school. Some of you are having a hard time letting go of a toxic relationship. Like, you know it's no good, but you have to let them go. And then for some of you, I feel like you lost a person to somebody else. It's almost like, for instance, like you were a good match with this person, but then they ran back off with a person who they couldn't get away. Like they're attached to this other person for whatever reason. And you're like, why did they go back to them? This, you know, you're here bawling, crying, and you're like, I don't understand why they went back to this person. Someone came between us. This is someone coming in between your relationship, and you just kind of being torn up about it. And I feel like the reason why they went back to that relationship is because they're addicted to some form of abuse. They're used to toxic relationships, and they don't know how to break from it. So some of you are leaving a toxic situation and it hurts, or you lost someone left you to go back into a toxic relationship. All right, so Geminis, I hope that resonated. I know that was a tough read, especially in the beginning, but hopefully it did resonate for some of you guys. If you need a personal reading, you would email me directly for pricing and things of that sort. And that's namat76@gmail.com. Just hit the description link so that you can see my email address. And, you know, I'll just send your inquiries there. Also, you guys, make sure you are hitting the like button, subscribing and sharing with your friends, and leaving your comments. I do enjoy reading all of your comments, even if I don't get to answer all of them. I do get to read them, so, and I appreciate all of you that take the time to leave them. So many blessings to you all. Have a great weekend, or week rather.